It's time to connect with Fred. Sponsored by Capelli's Pizzeria, 3643 North Buffalo Road, Orchard Park, 662-2290, and online at capellipizza.com.
And welcome back. Right now, let's go to the audience where DJ Dave Jickster from 97 Rock is standing by. Dave?
Hey, thanks, Bob. We got a lot of stuff going on here. First of all, for audience questions, we have a Capelli's $20 gift certificate. Capelli's great pizza located right in Orchard Park. And we're also going to give away some Jim Kelly fan clips. Jim, can you tell us about these? These are great stocking stuffers.
They're great stocking stuffers are more important. I'll make it quick. Great stocking stuffers, good fundraising. We have a new program in place for high schools or even junior high schools to raise money for their program. So just go to my website, log on to my fan clip and see how you can get some for your kids. They're at Wegmans, Tops, Best Buy, all around the area. Go get some because it benefits Hunter's Hope.
I also want to welcome some other Kelly family members. We have Cameron Kelly here in the studio audience and her friend Allie. How about a nice big round of applause for them? Erin Kelly is home studying at Liberty University, so she's busy studying in Jill's home or probably Christmas shopping. But it's time to check out some questions from the studio audience. First of all, what's your name?
Matthew Vaniel.
Hey Matthew, what's your question? Is it for Fred or Jim?
Jim.
Okay, what's the question?
How many years have you played football when you were a kid?
Great question.
I'm hard of hearing.
You want to know how many years you played football when you were a kid?
I started playing, well, probably when I was 3 or 4 years old because I had 3 older brothers, but I really started playing competitive football at age of 8. So up until I retired from the NFL at the age of 36.
And our next, what's your name?
Lisa Zacher.
Right, and you know Jim's a big hunter?
Yes, that's what I hear.
And she wanted to ask you some of your highlights in your hunting career.
My highlight?
Yeah.
I've been to Africa, which I loved. As a matter of fact, I leave tomorrow for Kansas on a whitetail hunt with a good friend of mine, Dave Arnst. I'm excited about it. I've already had to cancel 3 hunting trips this year because of my MRSA infection and, of course, coming down with cancer, but I am back.
If we had like a 2-hour segment, we'd have time for all his hunting stories. He has a lot of them. What's your name?
Jillian.
Jillian, what's your question? Is it for Fred or Jim?
It's actually for Fred. If we were to watch a documentary tomorrow about your greatest moment on the field, what would you say it is?
Oh, that's a tough one. But if I had to guess, I would say, or if I had to pick one, I would say when we broke the streak against New England, when we lost or the losing streak against New England, and we won here. I think the best part about that game was having my son come out on the field with me. I think anytime you get a moment like that, that's probably the best moment, you know, for me in my professional career is to have my son be a part of a big moment like that.
Oh, yeah.
What's your name?
Owen.
Owen, what's your question?
Fred. Do you think Stephon Gilmore's hit was hard enough to hurt Emmanuel Sanders?
I mean, I think he flopped a little bit. If it's, no, it was a big hit, but I think at anything, it just knocked the wind out of him. I don't think I don't think a flag was warranted there. I don't think he did anything malicious where he was trying to take him out. I think he was just making a play on the ball. So, yeah, I think at most it knocked the wind out of him. You saw he got up and took a bow, which to me should have been a penalty if they were going to throw a flag on anything.
Speaking of penalties, Fred, how did Coach Marone handle all the penalties yesterday? Did he lecture you guys, or is he pretty easygoing about all that?
Well, it was a combination of both. You know, he said we had to be better in those situations, but he also took, most of it upon himself. He said that he got caught up in it too. He said he got caught up in the refs making the calls, and anytime he gets caught up in it, we're going to follow his lead, and he kind of took some of the onus on himself. But, I mean, it's natural for people to be upset at calls, and that was just the case yesterday.
Okay, we're going to break, come back, wrap up the Fred Jackson Show right after this.